All right, today we're taking a trip, and it's a big one. We're journeying billions of years into the past to meet a silent giant, a feature that has shaped the destiny of India more than almost any other on the subcontinent. So I want you to think about that for a second. We all know the Himalayas, right? Those colossal young mountains of the world. But what if I told you there's another mountain range, a much older one, that quietly dictates the climate, the economy, and even the very soil of northwest India? Well, the answer is the Aravalli Range. It might not have these staggering, snow-capped peaks of its northern cousin, but its story, and more importantly, its influence, are just as monumental. So let's look at the Aravallis not just as a line of hills on a map, but as what they really are, an ancient guardian, a protective force that has been standing watch for an almost unimaginable length of time. So how'd they even get here? Well, the Aravallis are what geologists call folds mountains, and it's pretty much what it sounds like. Imagine two massive tectonic plates just crashing into each other. The land in between has nowhere to go but up, folding and buckling like a piece of paper. The incredible part? That collision happened over 2 billion years ago. And its origin story? Oh, it's truly epic. But to really get it, you've got to totally reset your sense of time. I mean, dramatically. Just look at these numbers. The sheer scale of time here it's just staggering. The Aravallis were already ancient, worn-down hills before the Himalayas were even born. They were here long before the dinosaurs, long before most complex life even crawled onto land. It's just mind-boggling. So back in their heyday, the Aravallis were absolute giants. We're talking as tall as Mount Everest is today. But then, time happened. 2 billion years of wind and rain and ice just relentlessly grinding them down. What we see today are the resilient roots of that once mighty range, what geologists call residual hills. And to put a number on that, the highest point you'll find in the Aravallis today, that's Guru Shikhar, it stands at just 1,722 meters. Compare that to Everest's 8,848 meters. It's really a testament to the incredible patient power of erosion over eons. But, being ancient isn't just about getting worn down. All those eons of geological pressure did something else. They basically forged a massive treasure chest of resources that have fueled civilization in this region for centuries. And that's why you'll hear people say things like this. Because it's true. The unique geology of this ancient range makes it incredibly rich in all the stuff that's vital to India's economy. This range is a literal treasure chest. You got massive deposits of metallic minerals, think copper and zinc. It's the source of that world-famous Makrana marble. Yep, the same stuff used to build the Taj Mahal. And on top of all that, it's a critical wildlife habitat, home to iconic species like leopards and hyenas. Okay, so resources are one thing, but as important as they are, the most profound role the Aravallis play is something you can't even see or touch. This is where its real power lies. It's a massive, silent conductor of the entire region's climate. Think of the Aravalli Range as a green wall. Seriously, to its west, you've got the huge Thar Desert. To its east, the super fertile Indo-Gangetic Plains. This range literally stops the desert in its tracks, protecting one of the most productive agricultural regions on the planet. And its effect on the monsoon? It's like this fascinating two-step dance. Okay, step one. It acts as a barrier. It catches those monsoon winds and steers them north, which brings all that crucial rain to the northern plains. But then step two, it runs parallel to the other branch of the monsoon. And because it doesn't block those winds, the area to its west stays dry. So it gives rain to one place while keeping it from another. Incredible, right? And believe it or not, its climate superpowers don't even stop there. The range acts like a giant sponge, soaking up rainwater and recharging the groundwater that millions of people in cities like Delhi absolutely depend on. It's the birthplace of vital rivers. And then in the winter, it flips its role and acts as a shield, protecting the northern plains from those icy cold winds blowing in from Central Asia. So when you add all of this up, you start to see what the Aravalli Range truly is. It's the unsung ancient backbone of northwest India, doing all these critical jobs silently in the background. So let's just quickly recap its 3 core roles, its 3 pillars. First, it's an ancient foundation, a direct link to our planet's deep, deep past. Second, it's an economic powerhouse, packed with the minerals and resources that build a modern economy. And maybe, most importantly, it's a climate regulator, the silent commander of desert, wind, and rain. And that really brings us to our final thought here. For billions of years, billions, this ancient guardian has served and protected the subcontinent. So the question we're left with now is, as we face all the modern pressures of development and a changing climate, how can we, in turn, protect it for the future?